I'm Sarah Davenport-Smith with Human Life of Washington, and today I'm here at the Capitol with one of our amazing Pro Life heroes, Senator Phil Fortunato.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and we are presenting Senator Fortunato with a certificate of honor and our first ever Pro Life Heroism Award. So this says that for 2019 you are receiving the Pro Life Heroism Award for above and beyond the call of duty for your superior legislative performance during the 2019 Washington State legislative session for protecting human life from conception until natural death.
Why, thank you very much.
Welcome.
I'm proud to have received this. We work hard to protect our babies.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, one of the things that I wanted to point out to everybody here is that when we had our first ever Whole Women's Health Lobby Day, came down and had a conversation with you. And very shortly after that, I let you know that one of the things that we're wanting to do is make sure that we get a women's right to know bill in Washington State, so that women understand when they go and are advised of everything reproductive, that when it comes to abortion, they will be made full aware of all of the cons, all the benefits, all the cons. In fact, we don't see any benefits, but they will be made aware of everything that abortion can do to them, and not only to their unborn child. So, what did you do right after that?
Didn't we run the bill?
You did. You did.
Well, we also, one of the things that I was proud of, do you remember the King County Department of Health requiring you to post that sign?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, in saying that pregnancy aid centers were not healthcare centers.
Right.
So I had the bill that also said, okay, if we're going to inform people at pregnancy centers are not medical facilities, why don't we inform women that abortion clinics do not meet Surgery Center standards, whether or not they meet Surgery Center standards, which most of them do not. So, I mean, that's an informed, making an informed decision.
Exactly. One of the things that I think Senator Fortunato is famous for is leveling the playing field. You can't, if one side is going to do one thing, then we have to do it in equal and opposite reaction, correct?
Well, we have to, you know, I often say, people are told, women are told when they go into an abortion clinic that they are solving a problem. And I said, you are solving a 9-month problem by creating a lifelong problem. And we are very strong, both my wife and I are very strong supporters of, you know, Project Rachel, which does counseling for women that suffer from post-abortion stress. And I remember one time they talked about teen suicide. So they went in there and they had this big presentation on teen suicide, and they mentioned that teenage girls had a higher percentage of suicide than teenage boys. And I brought up the mention, I said, well, how many of those girls that are tried to commit suicide or committed suicide have had abortions? And they go, oh, we're not talking about abortions now, we're talking about suicide. I go, well, don't you think there is a connection? So these are things, this whole abortion thing is just absolute madness. I want you to think about this. Your child comes to you and says, I want to pierce my ears, or tattoos. I think it's ears piercing also, piercing and tattoos.
Yes.
They have to be 18 years old. But your 14-year-old daughter can have an abortion without you knowing it.
That's right.
And the biggest threat also, this year they sponsored legislation that not only would they not tell you, but they don't want it to appear on your health insurance. So if your daughter goes to has an abortion and it pops up on your health insurance, they're not supposed to list that has anything to do with abortion. Now, of course, you're going to say, what the heck is this $2,000 charge? But trying to hide that stuff from parents is just unbelievable.
Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons why Senator Fortunato has received this award, because he's standing up for all of those who can't stand up for themselves and don't even know to stand up for themselves. And so we at Human Life of Washington, we salute Senator Fortunato and the others like him.
And thank you, Sarah, very much.